Good morning, Cullman, and thank you for tuning in to Cullman Today. I'm your host, Dustin Isom, and today is Monday, August 19th. We have a lot to cover in local news today, including information on Vinemont's Chillin' and Grillin' competition, Holly Pond's student admission cards for football home games, and a generous donation to the Good Samaritan Health Clinic. All of this plus sports, weather, and more, but for now let's dive into the top stories happening in Cullman today. In April, the Good Samaritan Health Clinic announced plans to construct a new facility on Veterans Drive Southwest to enhance services for Cullman County residents. Last Friday, the Cullman Lions Club contributed significantly to this effort with a $50,000 donation towards the clinic's capital campaign. This generous donation brings the clinic one step closer to reaching its fundraising goal and commencing construction. Next up, on Saturday, October 26th, the air will take on the distinctive smell of sweet and sticky barbecue as grill masters and competitors take to the fires for Vinemont's Chillin' and Grillin' Barbecue Fest. The festival, showcasing top talent behind the grill, is calling for competitors in three categories: Backyard Barbecue, People's Choice, and Battle of the Heroes. The town has partnered with the Butcher Meat Company to provide meat for all teams. Participating in the chicken or rib segment of the Backyard Barbecue competition costs $150. Entering both categories costs $225. The People's Choice competition, if entered separately, costs $200, but can be bundled with both Backyard Barbecue categories for $275. For those wishing to join the Battle of the Heroes or any part of the Chillin' and Grillin' Barbecue Fest, contact Town Clerk Kaisha Sasser at info@townofsouthvinemont.com. And to finish out our top stories, all Holly Pond students from kindergarten through 12th grade will receive a student card granting them free entry to all home athletic events for the 2024-2025 school year. To gain free admission, students must present their card at the gate. Students in grades K to 8 must be accompanied by an adult to be admitted. Those who forget their card will need to pay for entry. Now that we have the top stories out of the way, we're going to take a quick break before returning with sports. Hello and welcome back. Now it's time to find out what's going on in the world of sports. As the 2024 high school football season approaches, several local teams hit the field for jamboree games last Friday night. The West Point Warriors hosted the Hanceville Bulldogs at A.G. Hicks Stadium. The Warriors dominated early, leading 27-0 at halftime. In the second half, younger players took over and West Point secured a decisive 41-0 jamboree victory. Warriors quarterback Hunter Hensley had a standout performance, passing for 227 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half, and he added a score with his legs as well. Over in Addison, the Bulldogs faced off against the Lynn Bears. Both teams struggled to score in the first half, but Lynn managed to put together a pair of scoring drives in the second half, securing a 14-0 win over Addison. Local teams now look to build on their jamboree performances as they prepare for the start of the regular season this Friday night. With the start of college football season right around the corner too, let's take a look at how fall camp is going on the Plains. Auburn has wrapped up its preseason camp with a scrimmage at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Head coach Hugh Freeze says his team's approach has been instrumental in navigating the challenges of preparing for the 2024 season. Freeze noted that while the defense excelled in the first scrimmage last Saturday, the offense bounced back with several big plays during Tuesday's practice. The competition in camp has noticeably raised the level of performance, especially at receiver. 4 in-state freshmen, Cam Cullman, Perry Thompson, Bryce Kane, and Malcolm Simmons, have joined the team and are generating significant buzz. Freeze mentioned that he has decided on which quarterback will start taking second-team reps behind starter Peyton Thorne. He plans to announce this decision later in the week after informing the team. In addition to the receiver group, several other freshmen stand out. Linebacker DeMarcus Riddick has been described as outstanding. Other notable freshmen include defensive back Jay Crawford, defensive end Amaris Williams, offensive lineman DeAndre Cotter, and defensive lineman Malik Blockton, all of whom are expected to contribute early. The Tigers begin their 2024 season against Alabama A&M on August 31st at 6:30 p.m. That covers sports for today, but make sure to check with the Cullman Tribune each day for the latest in sports coverage from across the area. We'll be right back after this message. Hello and welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. This year's John E. Hunt Memorial Golf Tournament is just 1 week away. The 4th annual event will take place on August 24th at Cross Creek Golf Course. There are still a few spots available, so interested players should arrive at the course by 7:30 a.m. to register. The West Point High School class of 1974 recently celebrated its 50-year reunion at the barn at Lake Katoma. 39 former classmates attended the gathering to reminisce and relive old times. Today, the Vinemont Town Council will hold its monthly senior luncheon at the Vinemont Community Center from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. This event is open to all area seniors, offering lunch, bingo, and prizes, thanks to the efforts of the council and local businesses. Attendees are encouraged to bring a dessert if they can. A new retail center is in the works for Cullman, set to open in late 2025. Positioned just north of Urban Cookhouse and Pasquale's on the northbound side of US Highway 31 and 12th Way North, this 40,000 square foot development is located at 1269 2nd Avenue Northwest. Owned by Bill Pool Realty, the retail spaces are currently available for lease. Redstone Federal Credit Union will be the anchor tenant, taking up a larger footprint compared to other businesses in the center. Redstone Vice President of Finance Stephen Simpson said that bids were opened last week and should be awarded within 2 weeks. He added that site work is expected to commence within a month. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message.
Discover what's buzzing in Cullman with Community Matters, where every story pops off the page with local flair. It's the magazine that's got the inside track on what's now, what's new, and who's who. Get the lowdown on top eats and 411 on recipes that'll turn up your summer cooking game. Relive our local team's triumphs on the sports fields and pencil in summer's hottest events for fun the whole family will love. Get your copy of Community Matters at the Cullman Tribune, any of the local businesses on screen, or scan the QR code.
Welcome back. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week as we turn to obituaries. Joseph Joe Franey. Joseph Joe Franey, 84 of Cullman, passed away at his residence on August 17th. Memorial Mass for Mr. Franey will be Monday, August 19th at 10 a.m. at St. Bernard Abbey. Diane Swan Dover. Diane Swan Dover, 58 of Falkville, passed away on Saturday, August 17th at her residence. Funeral service for Ms. Dover will be at 1 p.m. on Wednesday, August 21st at Temple Baptist Church. Ms. Dover will lie in state from noon until 1 p.m. with burial at Bethsaida Cemetery. Visitation will be from 6 until 8 p.m. on Tuesday, August 20th at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home. Cullman Heritage Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. That finishes up obituaries for today. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now, let's take a look at today's weather forecast. Today will be sunny with a high near 87. Tonight should remain mostly clear with a low of around 62. Tomorrow is also expected to be sunny but slightly cooler with a high near 84. Tomorrow night will be clear with a low of around 57. That concludes another edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. I'm Dustin Isom with Cullman Today, wishing you a great day, Cullman.